Okay. Hello. Assalamualaikum. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Yes. All right. So let's start. Let's begin. Okay. I'm sure the others will follow suit. Yep. Just to be sure, let's repost the link. This. Okay. Hello everybody, welcome to my class, English class, and welcome back to school 2021. And this year you're going to be in Form 4. Congratulations. And I just would like to say that I'm so happy that you'll be joining my class. All that I have to say is that I'm sorry that it is going to be this way, that we have to do online. Okay, there will be time when I will do Google Meet, or we have YouTube Live, or we just have classes over WhatsApp, just if you know what I need to teach. The subject matter, kita just bagi activities, you just continue with the activities, yeah. But for the time being, because you tak dapat lagi, you have not received your textbook, so today we are going to do kalimat briefing on what you're supposed to do today. Okay, not just today, for this week. All right. Introduction. My name is Madam Shaz. Okay. And my name is Madam Shazlin. I'll be teaching English for this year. Okay. And I hope that if at any time at all you feel that you need to ask something, you can just either ask me in the group, or you can PM me at any time at all. I'll try to answer as best as possible. Okay, I promise you that I am going to do a briefing on the papers format, but I don't think we can do it today because I'm using the Wi-Fi in school and it's pretty bad. So we are going to have a briefing on the paper format this Friday, and at any other days, on any other days for English class, we will have it on Friday. Is that okay with you? Yep. Okay. Because I find it very tedious, very, very complex if I have to do it on Monday. So it's going to be on Friday. Okay, most of the time it will be in the morning. It's just for this Friday, for the paper format, I am just not very confident with the Wi-Fi connection. So we'll have it in the afternoon. The principal is talking, so please don't mind the busy things in this staff room. All right. Now, what are the things that we need to do for this year? Okay, so let me share with you our journey for this year. Yeah. Okay. At any time at all, if you need to ask anything, you can just ask in the post down here. Okay, in the next sorry, in the post below. Sorry. Okay, in the post below. So it will come out like that. Can you see your name there? Okay. All right. So now let's start with our briefing. Okay. So for today, so for this year, oops, too fast. For this year, we are going to have the similar type of learning pattern like we have since Form 1 until Form 3, which is we will have different weekly cycle. That means there will be days when you will learn reading. Okay, like for example, this week we don't have any lesson just yet because we are just going through the basic of the whole year. So next week we'll be starting with the reading. Okay, and then the following week it will be grammar, and in the following week it will be listening, and in the following week it will be writing, and then listening. It will be changing all the time. Now we have to do this because 4 KSSM will be tested on 4 skills. All right, which I will explain in our paper format briefing this Friday. But for now, you need to know the basic things. How similar is it to PT3? It will be very similar. uh, very similar. It's just that for SPM it is more difficult. It is slightly difficult than PT3. Okay. It will be tested on the same four skills like what you had in PT3. Unfortunately, you did not sit for your PT3, so you're a bit, you're not there, so you couldn't feel it. You didn't get the chance to feel that kind of examination. So if you had the chance, then you would have understood this better. But that's all right. It's okay. It's kind of good also that you don't have to sit for the paper, right? Okay. But not to worry. It's not going to do anything to you. Okay. It's just that now we have more time to prepare ourselves. Problem is you're not coming to school, okay, until further notice. So the challenge is that you have to study offline. For me, the benefit is that a lot of the English resources are all online. It's on the internet. The more you practice on the internet, the more you practice to listen to the activities, on YouTube or any activities that I might share with you. It's actually good for you. For me, it's a blessing for English. The downfall is that if you are not what do you call it? If you're not strong enough to do all the activities, then only you will have a problem with English. But for me, it is a good thing. Okay, so you should utilize this. Okay, all right. Now, what are the things that you need to know? Okay, let's take a look at the skill. Oh, okay, hold on. All right. Now these are the level that you need to achieve. Okay, this is the PBD. PBD. I know you still remember it. Okay, PBD. Okay, if you have received 2, okay, or 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? Okay. So for this year, your level should be here. It's a bit too high. 4 is actually okay, but 5 would be on track. Okay, right? So please try to achieve 5. What is that? People. So if you can remember, okay, the PBT result that you received from your teacher, did you get a 4 or a 3 or a 5 or a 6? If you are 5, you are exactly there. You're good. You are not the best. You're good. You're very good. If you are 4, you have achieved the requirements, okay, but you could do better than that, right? So now, what are the things that you need to achieve? So this is based on 4 skills. Yeah. Now let's go through the skills. I'm not going to look at the level 1, 2, 3. I know some of you might be getting 3 last time, okay, last year, okay, but I'm not going to go through level 1 to 3 because that's not where you're supposed to be. This is where you're supposed to be. If you are now in 3, it's okay because we are moving towards 4. Now, these are the performance level that you need to achieve. What is 4? 4 is the minimum for this year. 4 is the minimum for this year. Okay? Can understand main ideas. Alright, you can understand what you listen when you hear a listening text, you are able to understand basically what it is about. Okay, for 5, you are able to identify the main points. Okay, you can even make connections. Okay, all right. And for 6, the text is longer, like in news, okay, newscasting, right? Okay, like news. So it's long. Yeah. So that would be between 5 to 6. If you are able to understand the news, you are 5 to 6. So please listen to a lot of CNN. Yes. Okay. Now, let's go over the next skill, which is speaking skills. All right. For speaking skills. Yeah. For speaking skill, for okay, you can communicate. Okay, speaking, that means you can talk with your friends about something that is immediate to you. That means your feeling. How do you feel today? How do you feel about the school? Okay, what do you think about your holiday? Okay, and then who are your family members? Okay, and then you can explain about your family members a bit. Yeah, very very close to you. But five will be better than that. Close, but then with more explanation. Okay, five is more explanation. You can give reasons why you like something or why you don't like it. You can give reasons. Okay, for six, you will not only give reasons, you can even compare. Compare. That means you can compare why you don't like this thing with the other product. For example, let's say you have the choice between iPhone or Samsung. You don't know which to choose. So you say that I prefer iPhone because it has more functions that the Samsung doesn't have. Okay, right? So you are able to give reasons and comparing it. Okay, I feel that in the long run, an iPhone it will be will be more of advantage. All right, even though it's expensive. Okay, now what about the next skill, which is reading? Okay, for Form 4 and Form 5. Now, in SPM 2022, we are basically for 2022, the text is very long, okay, and then the words are also a little more complex. You need to do a lot of readings, okay, and then so 4 means okay, this is PBD which I will do throughout our class. So whenever I give you homework, please you need to do it because it's for your PBD. For example, if you read a text, okay, for 4, you can understand main idea. Sometimes you might not be able to get the content points, the important points inside there. You might not be able to get all the main points, for example. Okay, all right. And then you're able to use dictionary. For reading, dictionary skill is very important. So you need to be able to use dictionary. Right now, please go over how to use a dictionary, how to find words in a dictionary. That's very important. Okay, and then for 5, you not only understand the simple text, you can also understand extended text. That means text that is not the textbook, extended text, for example, from the net or from the magazine, from the newspaper. Okay, right, so that will be 5. Yep. 6, of course, will be more difficult text, longer text. Okay, all right. Now, what about writing? Okay, for writing, 4 will be you can communicate ideas. That means you can write about something very simple. Simple, not so simple like Form 1, Form 2, Form 3. This would be a higher level for Form 4, Form 5. Simple such as you can describe about your family, you can describe about your holiday, you can describe about your friend. Okay, all right. 5 would be you can insert your feelings inside it, what your opinion is. You can make comparison, okay? And then be able to use a high register for writing is like, linkers such as apart from that, moreover, that one is simple ones, yeah? Okay? Thus, yet, that will be a higher level, okay? So those are the registers, and not just that, able to use, the semicolon. Okay, when do you use semicolon in a sentence? These are the things. Okay, these are the registers. Okay, that can enable you to get better marks. Okay, for a higher level, or not just use per se, use correctly. Okay, all right. And for 6, of course, with good words, idioms, and with apps, not just simply throwing the words in because you feel that, oh, this is very good vocab, I need to throw it inside my writing. But then it goes inside and it doesn't make your sentences wow. Okay, so that's not 6. Okay, How to do that? You need to do a lot of readings. Now, for example, you find this word. The word is crystal clear water. Okay, crystal clear water. Oh, my water is crystal clear. Yes, but it's not really apt, you see. Okay, normally we use that word for when you look at the sea or the lake. Uh, I went over the sea and saw the crystal clear water spreading beyond me. That's apt. How? You have to read a lot. When you take the word from some place, read the sentence and then use the whole sentence, not just take the word per se and then start throwing it about. You cannot just sprinkle it about everywhere you like. It doesn't make any sense. All right. So that's the 4 skills. So let's take a look at our global descriptor. What is this? Now, for KSSM, we changed towards KSSM because we are using the levels, which is called the CEFR. Okay? CEFR is the level being used in more than 80 countries around the world. Okay, all right. So that means when you sit for your SIM 2022, even 2021 this year, okay, with the English results, you can use it to enter universities in other countries that use CEFR without taking other exams. Now, during my time of before this, for example, should one person wants to go to the UK, okay, like as for me last time when I wanted to go to the UK, with SPM result, I cannot go to the UK. I have to take another exam, English exam. Okay, but because I was in a different line, I was in teaching line, so I have a different exam. But normally at that time, or even previously before this, students who wants to go to the UK, they have to take triple one. Have you ever heard of that? Triple one and not the triple one at SPM. There's another one, triple one. And for those who are going to the US, they have to take profile. This is for those who have heard of it, okay? But if you have not, then yes, there is exam, English exam, if you want to go to other countries. But with our new format, with our new level of achievement, it's not like last time we have A, B, C, D. Now we have A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2. Okay, all right, you get me? Yes. All right. So where do you have to be? Where do you have to be? Is it in A1, basic user? A2? Is it in B1, independent user? B2? Is it in C1, C2, proficient user? Where are you? Where should you be? Okay, remember you are in Form 4. You're going to Form 5 SPM. All right. Do you think you have the idea where you are? Where should you be? Can you please write in the comment below? Let me have a look at your answer. Do you think it's going to be A2? It is from lower to highest rank would be A1 is the lowest to highest C2. Can you please write in the comments below which one do you think is the marks that you should get? Is it C2? Nobody's typing. Noria, where are you? Shami? Which is the level? Which level do you think we should get? Which level do you think we should get? Come on. Which level you think we should get? No answer. Why? Independent user. B1, B2. That's great. Somebody have answered. C1. Wow, great. Thank you. Some more. Anyone? Take a guess. One more. I need one more person to take a guess. Independent user again. Same like kitty bomb. All right. Thank you very much for your answer. Let me show you. Let me reveal. It should be here. Okay. Independent user. Thank you very much. You are so right. Okay. So let's take a look at what other things that you need to achieve for this year and next year. You should be in B1. Okay. Don't worry about B2 just yet. You should achieve B1. That is the there. That is the there that you should be there. Okay. All right. If you are B2, you are very good. Okay. Where are we? Okay. So now you can understand the main point of clear standard input or familiar matters. That means something that is related to you, like for example, in work, okay, school, leisure means like holiday, your school, your friends, okay, and then about your ambition, and then if you were to travel overseas, right, if you were to travel somewhere else, all right, you are able to speak. You are able to speak with another person from somewhere else. That means, okay, thank you so much. Oh, so many answers there. Oh, B2, you have a very high expectation. Okay, that's a very high expectation. That's very good. B2, if you can achieve B2, B2 is already pre-university. If you can get that, go get it. Okay, and then so what else? If somebody from other countries come and then ask you questions, you are able to interact with them. That should be B1. That means you when you speak, people can understand you. So I think most of you are already in B2, okay? But it's just that in terms of speaking, I think you are already getting there. So I need your writing to be there too, and write and reading also. Okay? All right. Now let's take a look at the next one. What are we going to do next? Okay, we are going to find out where we are. That means your level. Alright? Okay, your level. You will be doing this test. I give you until tomorrow. You have 3 tests to do. The first one is the vocabulary and grammar test. I will give you the link to this grammar test in the WhatsApp group. Okay, so don't worry about that. Okay, and then after you have done the English test, let me show you. Let me show you the how it looks like. Let me show you. Hold on, hold on. Let me show you the page. Oh. Okay, 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 okay. Right, hold on. This is for reading. This is for reading. Hold on. Let me go to vocabulary and grammar. Okay. All right. Okay. Can you see it? Yeah. Now this is the first one, which is listening and grammar test. Yep. Okay. So this one, you'll be taken to this page where you will have to click on the answer. Okay. Let's say for number 1 there, you just click which one is the answer. Once you have done it, there will be a button next. There will be a button next. Okay. Let's say the answer is making out. Okay. Right. Making out. So next. You will go next, until you have completed the test. Once you have completed the test, it will generate your marks. Your marks will be either A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, or C2. That will be your reading. But it might not be accurate, but at least we have an idea of where you are, because I need to know that. Okay? Now, please write down Okay, the title of the question is grammar and vocabulary test, diagnostic test. Okay, and then write down your results, whether you get A1, A2, B1, B2, C1 or C2. Write down there. Okay, in your English one. Okay, and then once you have done that, can you see there is another link under the level test. Let me show you. Okay, here. This is level test. There's grammar, and then here is the listening test. So click on the listening test, right? Okay, click on the listening. Okay, close the app. Right. So here is the listening test. Now, I'm not sure if you can listen. Can you hear it? 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 No, it's okay. If you can't hear it, never mind. Don't worry. When you go to that website, you can. Yeah, of course not. Okay, don't not to worry. When we are sharing, sometimes it happens that way. No problem. Okay, now here's what you're going to do. Listen to the what do you call that? The audio, and then choose the correct answer. Now let me show you. Okay, let's say I don't know what the answer is. So let's say the answer is digital camera, right? Okay, so click next. It will go to the next question, and then the next question, the next one. There are 15 questions. There are 15 questions in this test. So you have to complete all the 15 questions. Oh, you're sorry, Pak Din. Lagging, is it? Okay. All right. The internet connection in the school is not very good. So I'm so sorry about that. Yeah. But I hope you can understand what I'm trying to say. Click next. After the 15 questions, you will you will you will you will get the answer, the result for the result. Hold on for a second. It's a bit too noisy. Okay, all right. Okay, so now, once you have done that, okay, I need you to write down again in your English one, the listening test, and then write down the results underneath it. Either you get A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, or C2. Now, after you have done that for reading, you have to click on the link that I will give in the WhatsApp group. Okay, yeah, all right. You have to click on the link, and then it will go to this. This one. All right. Okay. Here, Macmillan reading level test. Okay, so you will start. When you start, same thing. You have to read and then answer the question. Let's say rich. Next. Okay. Now, what will happen for this test is that after you have completed, it is by level. Okay, for reading, it is by level. The first one is starter. Okay, the second one is beginner. Okay, that is starter is A1, beginner is A2, and then we have elementary. Okay, elementary, which is B1. Okay, pre-intermediate, which is B2, and then we have intermediate, which is C1, C1, and also upper intermediate, which is C2. Don't worry about that. It is. I will show you in a quite a bit. Okay. Let me show you. Don't worry about that. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Why I say don't have to worry, you just write down. If you say starter, you will say starter for your result. Then you just write starter. How do you know whether you get starter or intermediate or something else? Okay. The thing is, when you are doing the reading, Okay, when you are doing the reading test, okay, if you cannot finish, that means you cannot what do you call it? Let's say you cannot pass the starter. That means you are doing the starter test and then you cannot pass. That means there are many mistakes in starter. That means you are in A1. Okay, alright. Now, if for example you pass the starter test, it will give another button to ask you to move on to the next test, which is in the beginner. Okay, so you do the beginner test. Now, if in the beginner test you have a lot of mistakes, okay, then it will say that you did not pass beginner. So that means you are at the beginner standard, okay, beginner level. So you write down beginner. After you have done beginner, okay, you will hold on, actually, you will click on this link. Now, I will give you a link to this one. Okay, to this form. Okay, diagnostic test results 4K. Alright, so you write down your name, okay, and then you write down for vocabulary test, tick which one you get. Okay, just one, tick one only. And then for listening test, which one you get. Okay, and then for reading test, which one you get. Okay, and then submit. Alright, okay, clear? Yes? Yes? Alright, do you have any questions? Do you have any question? Please. Question. Questions? Do you have any questions? Okay. Now, at any time at all, okay, you feel that there are things that you don't understand, okay, that you need help, you can write down in the group WhatsApp, or you can ask me. Okay, you can ask me, you can PM me directly. Thank you so much, JJ. Okay, I think basically what you have to do for today, okay, is to do the test. Okay, please do the test, the grammar vocab, the listening and the reading test, and then write down the answer, your results in the Google form. It will be a secret. Nobody can look at your result. Okay, the result is just for me. All right. Okay, and what else? When is the due date? The due date will be until tomorrow night, 12 a.m. Okay? Today, we have the whole day today and to do until tomorrow night. How many times can you do it? That's tricky. If you want to do it, I would prefer if you just do it one time because I need to see firsthand. I mean, like, what will your result be when you are facing the real exam? You know, in exam there are so many factors. For example, nervous, you know. So these are the things to take into consideration of how your result will be. So I would highly recommend that you do just one time, just once. Don't do it two times, yeah? Okay? Because I need to see how you perform in an exam, because that will give you an idea of what are the things that you need to improve. If you keep doing it until you get perfect score, then there's nothing to improve. But actually, no, isn't it? Okay, all right. So that's all that I need to say for today. Okay, so right, so okay, so for the paper to format, so sorry, for the English paper format, we will do on Friday afternoon 3 p.m. because of the learning problem. So I need to have a better connection where I can go home first and then do it. I can do it at home with my internet connection. Is that alright with all of you? Yes? So if no other questions and no other problems, I will give you the link in the WhatsApp group. Okay, and so see you on Friday. Okay, everybody, thanks for joining. Bye. Thank you all. Please write down your name in the attendance in the WhatsApp group. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, everybody. Bye. Assalamualaikum. Have a nice day. You're welcome, Shani. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Bye bye. Bye bye. Nice seeing you. You're welcome. Bye bye, JJ. See you on Friday. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye. I don't know how to answer arigato, Alif. How do you answer that? I can only answer in French. De rien. Bye. I'm ending this now. Bye. Take care.